Hi and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Can I have a quick +1 in the chat if I'm visible as well as equally audible? Then we would start right away. But before that, let me just turn on a preview screen to see if I'm visible as well as equally audible or not. Hi and welcome to Geeks. Okay, sir, okay, we would see to it, okay? We would see to it after a certain period of explanation, okay? A certain set of explanation has been done, we would see to it. Okay, fair enough. Let me just see the next one. Go to channels. Akil Iqbal. Okay, thanks a lot, Akil Iqbal. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So let's start after a time period of 1 minute. Okay, till then let me just reply to the chat. Okay, and we should have a countdown of 1.5 minutes. Okay, fair enough. Sir, no, I'm Ayush. I have done C and working on C++. Can I start DSA and a first year student? Yeah, obviously you can start with DSA. Fair enough. So we have a quite good amount of people. I would just refresh the chat so that I don't miss any queries. Okay, today we would be, okay, so let's let the timer be over and then we would start right away. By the way, can you tell me the feedback about the contest? How was the contest to you? How the contest treated you? And do let me know your plans for tomorrow. Do I have any more queries coming in, or we can just move forward with this? Just let me go to the screen. Arvind here. Okay, that's good, Arvind. Okay, so let's start then. Yeah, today we would be talking, or rather discussing, about unboxing interview series which was for American Express. Okay, and I would be doing the post contest discussion, and this contest was scheduled today from 7 to 8 p.m. IST. Just after the contest, okay, I do the post contest stream where I discuss the different approaches and the levels of the question. So the first question that coming in is the last modified ball, and in a success percentage I would kind of give it a success percentage of 80%, and this is quite a very easy level of problem. Okay, and talking about maximum length, this problem was easy if you can just sum up the problem into first the brute force approach. Then you can gradually see that the brute force approach and then doing the DP is not required. Rather, we can just go greedy itself. Okay, fair enough. Let's start with the explanation of the first question. The first question seems very large, but the answer to it or the solution to it is absolutely very easy. Samuel laid out n balls. Okay, let me make it red so that I can make a proper contrast in a straight line. So he made n balls in a straight line. Okay, so suppose this is the different balls. Okay, and then he put a few marbles randomly in each ball. Okay, so a bowel has AI marbles. A bowel can never have more than 9 marbles at a time. This is absolutely very important. So basically it is telling us that it is a single digit number. Either it can have 0, 1, 2 till 9 itself. Okay, so bowel can have 0 marbles. It is telling us. Now Samuel's friend adds one more bowel. So what we need to do is we need to add one more to the bowel. After this addition, all the bowels must still be aligned with the rules mentioned above. So what you need to do is, after adding a number in the marble, the vowel should still not go beyond 9. Okay, so now the first question that strikes in our mind is, suppose we have 1 and 9. The first vowel has 1 and the second vowel has 9. So we can clearly see that we can increment the count of this vowel and we can make it 29. Okay, but the problem would arise when we would have a setup like this, 9 and 9. This is the first problem itself. So if we just add here 1, it won't be there because it would cross the limit of the vowel, and here also it would cross the limit of the vowel, and we can't add more vowels, neither it can hold more than 9 vowels. Okay, so this is the first query that should strike in your head. Okay, now adding a marble follows the same rules as that of addition with carryover. Okay, so it is telling us that it would, suppose it can't hold it, then it would hold it. If it is not able to hold, this would hold it. Okay, so you are given the initial list of number of marbles in each ball. So you are given the initial list and adding the same addition. So suppose you are given the addition of 100 and you need to add 1 to it. So if you need to add 1 to it, then you would start from the back itself. Okay, fair enough. This is the first itself. Then we need to find the position of the ball which was last modified. So basically we can see that we would start from the back because it follows the same way as it is added. Then we keep moving forward and we need to modify the first ball that we can encounter and we can add it, and then we need to report that. And the thing which is absolutely very necessary is this line. It is guaranteed that there is at least one ball and which has at least one space left. So basically it is given that this situation would never arise. It would always have one space to accommodate. Okay, so now the problem is pretty much solved and we would see to it. So we can see that if we come to this vowel, we can add 1 to it. So we need to consider 1 based indexing. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. This is the fourth vowel and we can add it. So basically we would return from this point also that it is 0. But the array are 0 indexed. So एक बार हिंदी में अच्छा से समझते हैं ताकि आप मेरे से अच्छे से कनेक्ट कर पाओ. फेयर इनफ. सो अच्छे समझते हैं. पहले डिफरेंट बावल दिया गया था सैमुअल को. ओके, मतलब कटोरा दिया गया था. हर एक कटोरे में ओके 0 से लेके 9 तक मार्बल्स हो सकते हैं. मार्बल्स मतलब बेसिकली गोली. ओके, सो गोली हो सकते हैं. नाउ अब क्या करना है, जस्ट सेम वे जैसे हम लोग मैथ्स में ऐड करते हैं, ओके, वैसे ही सेम वे में हमें यहां भी ऐड करना है. तो ऐड हम लोग कहां से करते हैं, लास्ट पोजीशन से. सो लास्ट पोजीशन से आगे आएंगे. दिस इज व्हाट वी नीड टू डू. अब प्रॉब्लम ये आता है जब 9 रहे तब तो प्लेस बचता ही नहीं है और हम और एक बॉल भी ऐड नहीं कर सकते. सो ये चीज बहुत चिंताजनक है. सो इट इज गिवन दैट इट इज ऑलरेडी गारंटीड दैट एक ना एक प्लेस ऐसा खाली रहेगा ही. ओके, सो हम क्या करेंगे, पीछे से मूव करना स्टार्ट करेंगे. जो भी 9 से कम होगा उसको एक इंक्रीमेंट करेंगे. और अदर इंक्रीमेंट क्यों करना, हमें तो पूरा वापस तो देना नहीं है, बस उसका वैल्यू बताना, इंडेक्स बताना. सो अगर मुझे वो वैल्यू रिटर्न नहीं करना, बस ये रिटर्न करना है वो कौन से इंडेक्स पे था. तो जो 9 नहीं होगा उसको हम लोग रिटर्न कर देंगे, बिकॉज 0 भी इंक्रीमेंट हो सकता है 1 और 8 तक इंक्रीमेंट हो सकता है, 9 इंक्रीमेंट नहीं हो सकता. तो जो भी वैल्यू 9 से कम है, ओके, जो भी वैल्यू 9 से कम है उसको हम लोग इंक्रीमेंट कर सकते हैं. जो पहला वैल्यू मिलेगा उसे रिटर्न कर देंगे. आई होप that this is clear. Okay, so tell me this is clear or not. Still, if some part of this is left, I hope this would get clear when I would show you the code itself. And the code is just of 3 lines itself. Okay, so let me just move forward and let me show you the code. The code is absolutely very easy because in array it is 0 index. 0 means that the counting start होगा 0 से. The counting would start from 0. 1 indexed means the counting would start from 1. Basically 1 indexed in array, 0 indexing means the counting would start from 0. So whenever the first value we have encountered that is less than 9, we would return 0 plus 1, because see, suppose we have 0, 1, 2, 3. But the same one at this condition would be 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you just see that every value is getting incremented by a value of 1. 3 is 4, 2 is 3, 1 is 2 and 0 is becoming 1. So we would return I plus 1. this condition would never evaluate, because the thing is that we are already guaranteed. But for safety, I have just done this. You can directly ignore this if you want, and that's absolutely fine. Now tell me if this code is clear to you or not, and we would again have a timer of 1.5 minutes, and tell me the line number which you are not able to understand, and I would try my level best to make you understand. Hi Mohan Reddy, how are you? Okay. Okay, contest was really good, fair enough, but I'm very unhappy with my experience. That's absolutely fine. Okay, by the way, the interaction in the Geeks for Geeks practice channel is much more than the Geeks for Geeks main channel. So if you want to just interact, come to the Geeks for Geeks practice channel, go to community and go to the channels, go to Geeks for Geeks practice. Okay, I was not able to say, okay, that's absolutely, I'm weak in strings. That is not a string problem. Okay, no plans, couldn't participate in contest. So Lalit, if you're not having plans, then why couldn't you participate? You're just making the plan. Don't confident when it comes to logic building. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Second one was timing out. Okay, fair enough. Can anyone guide me and help me? Brute force to LU, brute force led to TLE in, yeah, brute force would lead to TLE in the second round. I don't know why brute force is TLE, yeah. I used heap and it is TLE. Yes, it would form you TLE. Anyone can tell me what is the algo of the second one? The algo of the second one is greedy. Okay, for conditions. Okay, so we are done with this problem, and only some test cases are present in this. Only some test cases are passed in the second one. Okay, that's absolutely fine. We would see to it. Okay. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. This question is absolutely a beauty. Okay, fair enough. Let's move forward. We are given the maximum occurrence, okay, of A, B and C. Okay, so we would be given the frequency of A, we would be given the frequency of B, and we would be given the frequency of C, and all are characters. Okay, and your task is to make the largest length string. Okay, so the target is to largest, or in simple words, longest. So जब भी problem मिले, break down. Okay, so break down, write the important points. Okay, and now containing only A, B and C, A, B and C with the frequency mentioned at max. And the second thing what you need to do is you can't add any external characters, and no three consecutive characters are seen. Consecutive character means continuous characters, continuous stream of characters can't be same. So it cannot be the case of A. It can be the case of A. It can be the case of A. It can be nothing. Fairly. This is meant by this. Are the same. If there are multiple possible solution, you can give it any. So you are given the solution that if there is multiple solution, you can return any of the solution. Any of them would be accepted. Fair enough. Now let's suppose we are given A, we are given B and we are given C. Okay, so the first C, A is repeated first once, then B is repeated once, and then C is repeated once, A is repeated once, B is repeated once, C is repeated once, A is repeated once, B is repeated once, and C is repeated once. So we can see that a particular character has consecutive characters till 1 only. Okay, not even 2, but 2 is good to go. So we can see the condition that it cannot be the case that A of I is equal to A of I plus 1 and A of I plus 2. That is, consecutive 3 characters can't be same, and this would return me a wrong answer, that is the false value. Okay, fair enough. The question should be clear. Now let us just talk about the brute force approach to this. Okay, so the brute force approach to this is absolutely very easy. In the initial parts we have just an empty string, and we have A is equal to 1, B is equals to 2. Okay, now, and let's suppose C is equals to 1. Now let us see the different number of strings that we can create. Okay, then I would move forward and I would give you one more way to do this. Now let's suppose we can have first use this A. So if we use this A, then we would have A. If we use this B, then we would have B. If we use this C, we would have C. And this A is now vanished because A would move to 0 because we have already used this A. B is 1, so we can either use B. Okay, C can also be used. So we can A, B, and then we can also have A, B, C. So what you can do is at each position हमारे पास 3 options है. Either to use this A, either to append B, either to append C. Okay, तीनों options है. Okay, just तीन ही है. So basically we can have a recursive way that given A, B and C, if all of them, what would be the base case? If everyone is equals to 0, that there is no A, B and C left, then we can say that we can't add many more characters and we would return the string that we have had till now. Okay, fair enough. Moving forward, now suppose only A is there, then we need to return A. Only A, B is there, so we would append A or we would append B. If A, B, C is all together is there, then we can have a for loop which once would append A, once would append B and once would append C. These are the 3 options that is available. Suppose you have 3 girlfriends. So you have 3 options. Either you can go with the first girlfriend, either you can go with the second girlfriend, either you can go with the third girlfriend. Fair enough? So the base case would be when you have no girlfriend. You are absolutely single and you have no choices. And then you need to stay at home and you need to return to your home. Okay? Fair enough? This is also a thing to verify. So we can see that we have 2 A's. So this is 2. We have 2 B's. So this is also 2. We have 1 C, 1. Then again 2. Then again BB, that is 2. Then again C, 1. Then again A, 1. Then again B, 1. And then again C, 1. So we can see this is completely fine because we have no consecutive characters greater than 2. Okay? Fair enough? Now tell me if the question is clear to you or not. Okay, quickly tell me if the question is clear to you or not, and I would wait for half a minute, just a half of minute, and then I would move forward with the explanation. Tried with greedy but didn't succeed. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Please increase the like counter. Please increase the like counter. Please like the video. Liking the video is absolutely very free. So quickly write the video. Good example. Yes, Chambaneri. Sir, please explain the first line. Please explain the first line. You don't need to say me please, bhai. I would definitely. So see, the first line is the for loop where we would start from the last, because from 0, suppose it is 0, 1, 2, 3, so we would start from 3. Basically, can we expect the question level which was having in real interview? Yeah, it might be the case. Why? Because to make you calm, people in interviews, you are sometimes asked the question, easy level question, absolutely very easy level questions. Okay, not fair bro, hard can fair to have when our Sid bro is single. Yeah, absolutely, find me a girlfriend. Okay, explain again please. Yeah, absolutely. See, now suppose it is given that you need to use only A, B and C, and that is the maximum number of occurrence. You can't go beyond it, but that is the upper limit that you can do, and the lower limit is an empty string. Now it is said that the consecutive 3 characters can't be same. Consecutive 3 characters can't be same means that AI shouldn't be equal to A plus 1 and these two shouldn't be equal to A plus 2. Okay, मतलब लगातार 3 कैरेक्टर सेम नहीं हो सकते और बहुत सारे इसके सॉल्यूशंस हो सकते हैं. सो इसका सॉल्यूशन अब कोई भी रिटर्न कर दो. फेयर इनफ. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दैट फॉर ईच पोजीशन वी हैव 3 ऑप्शंस टू append A to the result, to append B to the result, to append C to the result. These are the 3 options. Now what is the base case? Because in recursion the most important thing to consider is the base case. So the base case would be हमारे पास जब A, B या C कुछ भी ना रहे, then we can say that the base case is 0 and we need to return from that point. Fair enough? Now या एल्गो विच इज ग्रीडी, या एब्सोल्युटली एक एल्गो होता है जो क्या करता है ना कि सबसे कम खाना या सबसे ज्यादा खाना को फटाफट खाना खोजता है. दैट इज द थिंग. ओके, फेयर इनफ. लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू once again is, see, you can add the number of occurrence. Suppose a is equals to 2 and b is equals to 1. Then what you can do is append a 2 times and b 1 time. Okay, so b 1 time. Now if you are a C++ coder, then you can use the STL next permutation, and you can take out all the permutations of this current string. You have taken out all the permutations of the current string. Then what you can do is you can have a function like this which would count the number of consecutive characters. So if any of the consecutive characters is voiding that rule or breaking that law that we are having 3 consecutive characters or more, then we would return false. Else if everyone is respecting that rule, then we would say that yes, this is the solution and we need to return this. Fair enough? Simple है, काफी simple है. Okay, then moving forward with the next one. Now the next one is that we don't need to try all possible ways. Okay, the first option was try all possible ways. Try all possible ways. So basically इसका क्या होता है, trying all possible way is to use recursion. Okay, recursion. Moving forward we do memoization or iterative. Okay, we do the iterative part. Now we can see that we need to append 2 characters and 1. Basically क्या करना है, ध्यान से समझना, धीरे से, ये absolutely important है. क्या करना है, हमें बस यही चीज का रिस्पेक्ट करना है कि 2 कैरेक्टर्स है, उसके बाद कोई एक कैरेक्टर लगा दो, फिर 2 कैरेक्टर है, फिर एक कैरेक्टर लगा दो. सिंपल है, काफी सिंपल है. ओके, सो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, जो सबसे ज्यादा नंबर है, जो सबसे ज्यादा ऑकरिंग है, उसको ज्यादा बार रिपीट करते हैं. जो कम से कम, जो सबसे कम जो सेकंड कम ऑकरिंग है, उसको एक एक बार करके रखते हैं. समझ में आया? फिर से समझाता हूं. सपोज वी हैव b is equal to 2 and we have a is equals to 6. If we see in the first glance itself, it would seem that this is not possible. But I would show you that this is possible. How? We can have a 2 times, then b once, then again a 2 times and again b once, and then again we can have a 2 times. So basically we are mixing the lowest frequency with the highest frequency. So this is the lowest frequency, this is the highest frequency, and these all are the lowest frequency. So if we do a mix of both, then we can have the string. So we can perform a greedy approach here. Okay, we can perform a greedy approach here, that we can have someone told that we are having a priority queue. Taking that priority queue is not much needed because we would have only lowercase characters, and the number of lowercase characters is only 26. So we can make use of the ASCII value and we can hash the values, and every time we would be encountering a cost of, we need to iterate over the whole A to Z, and that would be just 26. 26, the constants are ignored in time complexity. So basically for n operation we would have only n elements, we would have n operation. Okay, so basically ये तो समझ में आ गया कि priority queue से ये तो better ही है. Okay, moving forward, what we can do is we can first append highest high frequency 2 times. Okay, and then append low frequency once. Okay, high frequency 2 times, low frequency only once. Let me show you the example itself. In the first glance, if you see ABC, 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 this is not clear. But from this test case, that is why I pasted it explicitly. In this test case, we can have a clear view of that. See, A is repeated 2 times, then B is repeated 2 times, because see, A is 5. So after repeating it 2 times, A would become 3, B would become 5 and C would become 3. So after this is the maximum value. Now they have did it BB. So now this would become what? A is equal to 3, B is equals to 3 and C is equals to 2. Now to make we are mixing the high with low. So what is the lowest? This is 2. So we are mixing this 2. Then we are again coming to 3 because starting se kar rahe hain. We would again come and have this. So this would be 1. 3 minus 2 is equals to 1. Then this is the maximum. So we are again appending this 2 times. This would also become 1 and we are appending it 2 times. Then this is the highest. So we would append it once. Okay, this is to make you the confused that we are not properly following method. Okay, so this is just to confuse. The last part is to just make you confused. You can have something like this also. C, then again AB. You can have like this also. But see, test case कभी-कभी ऐसा देते हैं कि देख के लगता है कि we need to have all possible combination, but that is not necessary. Okay, fair enough. For the second I didn't got the logic. Please show the code. Do we need to use the max heap? No, you don't need to go towards max heap. Whenever you are talking about bits, think about in terms of bit, that is 32. Okay, maximum is 32. If you talk about strings, if it is lowercase as well as uppercase, that would be 52 characters. If it is all the characters, that it is 256 character. If it is just the lowercase character, it is 26 character. If it is the uppercase character, it is 26 character. So that these are all constant operation. This would be giving you constant rather than just 256. 256 is not a constant. So basically it is seen that 2 into 10 to the power 2, that is 256. So it can't be treated like that way. If it is given that we have 10 to the power 7 n, then it would be 10 to the power 7 and 10 to the power 2, that is 10 to the power 9, which is greater than 10 to the power 8. You would be getting a TLE. Okay, and for each operation in max heap or min heap, in set, in map, whatever be the thing, you would be having a time complexity of log n. So basically constant is good or log n is good. Obviously the log n is not good, constant is good. Okay, what is greedy approach? So see, the greedy approach, you need to read about this, but lump sum सोचा जाए तो greedy approach यही होता है कि हम लोग ग्रीडीली जो सबसे ज्यादा है या जो सबसे कम है उसको पहले प्रायोरिटाइज करते हैं, उसके बाद जो सेकंड होगा उसको वैसे वैसे मूव ऑन करते हैं. या 44 live watching, please like the video, please and thanks a lot Lalit for your support. So basically हम क्या करेंगे, हम लोग पहले we would find the highest frequency. So we would first go and find the highest frequency. Then we would append the next character which is less than that frequency, and we would append the highest frequency 2 times, and we would append the low frequency only once. Okay, or the next try. Let us see the explanation. Now we would have the count of A, B, C as ABC like this. Why it is like this? See, V of I is equals to A, B and C. So the index would be 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so if you add the character A plus 0, that would be A only. If you add the character A plus 1, that would be B. If you add the character A plus 2, that would be C. So basically to implement A to A, map A to A, we are having this. To map B to B, we are having this. To map C to C, we are having this. Okay, and this while loop would continue till we break it, and we are first initializing an answer, empty answer एक initialize कर देंगे. अब we would have initially MA as equals to 0. Then एक रखेंगे character, एक अब 2 character रहेगा. We have the current character to see what is the current character we are trying to append, and the next one would be the previous. Why it is previous? Because we would be taking hold of the previous also, because we can't append the same character again and again for 3 times or more than 3 times. So basically if the previous is not equal to the current character and this current MA is less than V of I, that is the count of the characters that we have appended till now is less than this one, then what we would do is we would first assign this character, and then we would take out the character. What is this character? C, this one. A plus 0 is equals to A plus 1 is equal to B, A plus 2 is equals to C, and we are, this is what 0, 1 and 2 less than 3. if ma is equals to 0, that we are not able to found the frequency greater than 0. So ma jab bhi 0 se zyada rahega, we would assign that. Okay, so if now the frequency everyone is 0, a is 0, b is 0, c is 0, if that is the case, we would break out from that point because nothing is left and we have nothing to add. Okay, and then we would add the current character to our answer, and then we would decrease the current count of the current character. So if we have appended a, we would decrease the count. Okay, now if ma is greater than equal to 2, okay, if the frequency is greater than equal to 2, what we would do is we would decrease the frequency and we would append the current character. Okay, and if the previous is equals to 0 or ma is greater than that, and then previous would be the current. So basically आगे बढ़ रहे हैं मगर जो same value है उसको पीछे assign कर दे रहे, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं पीछे assign कर दे रहे. Now let's see the dry run of this approach, which would give you more insight of this problem. Okay, now to do this dry run for multiple test cases, it is not possible. So what we would do is we would have a is equals to 1, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to 1, because 9 characters ka 9 iterations would be very long. Okay, so now v would be something like this, 1 1 and 1, v would be like this, this would be like this. Then we have string answer. So let's have the string answer here, answer is equals to this. Then we have the current character abhi empty hai, so current character is now empty, and then we have the ma is equals to 0. Then we have the previous character with the character 0. Okay, then we would come to the first, this one is greater than ma, so we would have this ma is equals to v of I, and this is not equal to the previous character, we would do that, and then current would become a itself, current would become a. Then ma is not equal to 0, we would not flush out, and then we would add the current. What is current? A, so we would add it. Okay, then after that we would decrement the counter, so this would be now 0 itself. Then if ma is greater than equal to 2, no, ma is equals to 1 itself, and the previous is equals to 0, previous is equals to 0, what we would do is answer plus is equals to current, so we would again add this to the answer. Okay, answer and then previous is equals to the current, and then v of current minus minus. Okay, so v of current minus minus would be this one, that would be minus 1, and then previous would be equal to this value. Okay, fair enough. Then we would again move forward and again do this. Okay, and then we would keep assigning that to the previous value and we would have that. Okay, sir, can you explain in Java? Yeah, the Java code is absolutely the same one. Okay, fair enough. Now tell me if things are clear to you. Let me have the line numbers to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 and then 18. Tell me the line number where you are not able to understand and I would try my level best to explain you. Okay, can you show me the explain code in Java? Yeah, what you need to do is you need to connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a request and then you need to just say me and then I would go to the, I didn't get the topic about the 26 alphabet. Okay, I would explain you Manal Singla. Okay, is it possible to find through DP? Yeah, it is possible, just memorize the recursive solution. Can the test case have value less than 3? Yeah, it can have the test case. Yeah, just send me the request on LinkedIn. I would provide you the Python code also. Please don't use the pre-written code. Yeah, the thing is that I have some people watching over me. I have a different way big setup and then I need to code it live. Sometimes what happen is जानते हुए भी गलती हो जाती है and then we have that fear that we are failing at this point of time, then we just go frustrated and we are not able to do this. Sometimes it has happened, so that is why. And sometimes what the thing is that we have a lot of load. I have a 2-screen setup, I have external mobile, I have everything, I have a LAN wire connected, I have so much setup, this one, pen tab and this one. So the machine gets heated up and it gets to no responding. That is why I don't favor that. Okay, so I had the explanation on this channel just because you use the pre-written code. You should have written the code while explaining. So please understand, because I'm in a platform. Okay, suppose I'm performing in a stage, even the big singers, play their pre-recorded songs. They don't sing it live. Why? Because everyone is just watching over you. There is no retake. You can't, there is no eraser present in this. Okay, I can't erase my present. I can take 45 minutes to just write a code after explanation. Okay, so just please understand my situation also. Yeah, you are free to hate me, but just before hating me, just understand my situation also. Okay, yeah, it is fine, absolutely fine. Now let me tell you the, now suppose, so every character has a ASCII value associated with it. Okay, so A, B, C, D. So we have 26 characters like this, A, B, C, D till Z. So what you can do is, if you subtract, suppose A is equals to 100. So if you subtract the value of A, then it would be 0. 100 minus 100, 0. This would be 101. 101 minus 100 is equals to 1. 102 minus 100 equal to 2. Then we would go on and we would see that Z minus 100 would be 25 itself. So if we take an array of 26 space, then from 0 to 25 we would have 26 spaces, because it is 0 index, and we would be able to complete it. Okay, asking code for different, can you please come out of this mentality while working? You can't ask a preferred code, try to adapt to it. Yeah, that's absolutely, just see to it that just try to adapt with the logic itself. Okay, so now I would be having a countdown of 2 minutes, and you can now ask me anything. Okay, ask me anything. We would be having a ask me anything session of just 2 minutes. By the way, Manal Singla, are you able to get why we are saying that there are only 26 alphabets at the moment? So let me just see the other channel also, if there is any query or not. Hey Aviral, how are you? So statement, please, I just joined. Just read one because I have already. Okay. What are your plans for tomorrow? Plans for tomorrow. Dukti rag mein haath mat do bhai. Okay, how can we connect on LinkedIn? Just search my name Siddharth Hazra and you would be able to connect with me on LinkedIn. The text that I have sent just now, okay, your comment is too short. Let me just comment Sid, and yes. See, the people that the person who commented just now is the bro. Here current character is char and answer is a string. How can we add? We can add the characters in a string. ans dot push back the current characters. We can do that. Okay. Do a dry run for 437. 437 we would have 14 characters. So basically we would be need to do 14 iteration. That would take a lot of time, and the person who would be seeing it after the live stream would find it very difficult, and the video would be very long. That is why. Okay, if you want a dry run for this, just text me on LinkedIn. I would send you a Google Meet link tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, and I would be doing it. So let me wait for the last 1 minute and then I would be turning off the session. Okay, so quickly tell me if things are clear to you or not. Okay, so we have approximately 33 seconds left. So if things are clear to you, then we would just end this session live itself. Okay, we have 20 seconds left. I'm just going from here and there to see if there is. Okay, clear bro, thanks, you are most welcome. Lalit, please like the video. Okay, please like the video, and if you have any, if you want to criticize me, you are free to do that. I'm open to criticism. It would help me to improve. Okay, in C, any other alternative from string permutation? Yeah, obviously you can just do a backtracking approach and you can find the permutation of all the current string. How to learn, can you suggest how to learn strings? So basically, to learn strings, what you need to do is you need to first learn the KMP algorithm. Why KMP algorithm? Because it has many good level of questions. But before that, just see that every problem can be broken down into a set of A to Z characters. So a string is made up of A to Z character, that is absolutely very small. So learn to manipulate the A to Z characters, learn to play with that frequency table of size 26. Then moving forward, learn the KMP algorithm. Okay, after learning the KMP algorithm, try solving some good level of questions. Okay, and then you would be getting a good hold of it. Don't worry about that. Okay, so that's it for today. I see no more doubts falling in, and then let me just turn off the session, but before that let me just check the live stream. Okay, so that's great. So good night everyone. Hope everything would fall to place and you would land into your dream job. Okay,